Now, viewers, as we speak, this is with regards to the Iranian regime. Mojtaba Khamenei, son of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, elected Iran's new supreme leader. This is what reports have come out to say. Iran international reports have said that it's Mojtaba Khamenei elected as the supreme leader by the Assembly of Experts, allegedly under the IRGC pressure, marking the controversial father-to-son succession. Now, Iran international reports on Tuesday morning itself has said that Mojtaba Khamenei, the son of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has been selected. It's been confirmed that he is Iran's new supreme leader by the country's Assembly of Experts. The Assembly of Experts elected Ali Khamenei's son, Mojtaba, as the next supreme leader. Iran international reports have come out to, in fact, confirm this at this given point of time. According to the outlet, that is the Iranian media outlet that we're speaking of, Mojtaba, 56, was chosen to assume the control of the country. He's the second eldest son, remember, of the late leader and has been long seen by observers as a potential successor. His reported elevation could prove politically sensitive at this point. The Islamic Republic has long criticized hereditary rule and portrayed itself as a more just alternative to monarchy. Father-to-son transition would definitely raise some serious questions about that very principle. Iran International further claimed that the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, that is the IRGC, heavily pressured the body of clerics to back Mojtaba. This is the latest breaking news that we're bringing to you. A regime that's now shifted to a successor of Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. We have Rohit Sharma continuing to be with us on the broadcast. Rohit, let's understand this very move right now. Mojtaba Khamenei becoming the next supreme leader of Iran. Very firstly, from your insights, what would this mean for the United States? Because from what we're given to understand, are we to see United States to try and have any sort of a conversation? Negotiation probably seems off the table, but will a regime under Mojtaba Khamenei try and make any conversations with the United States to de-escalate the given situation at this point of time?
Well, first things first, these are reports coming from Iran. We were aware that the clerics, about 88 of them, were in the final stages of selecting the new supreme leader. In the US, we obviously do not know that if Mojtaba Khamenei has been elected as the new supreme leader of Iran. Now, assuming that the news coming out of Iran is correct, look, he's not held any significant position. He's never been into formal office, but he's somebody who's believed to have significance behind the scenes and having influence behind the scenes. But important to point out here, Shreya, he is also sanctioned by the US for acting on the behalf of his father, and obviously has close ties to IRGC. So maybe he's the leader that the United States would want to talk. President Trump did talk about that there could be a new leader that could emerge, and the US would be willing to talk to them. But again, this is what we call in India, essentially hereditary succession, right? I mean, where it's a dynastic rule. So maybe people feel comfortable in the IRGC to have Mojtaba Khamenei as their leader. But again, just to point out to everybody, he also is sanctioned by the US. So it'll be interesting to see if the US A acknowledges that he's the new leader, and B, how would they go about talking or dealing with this new leader. Again, it's a very interesting development. President Trump was asked about some other names, and he did not give anything. But if Mojtaba Khamenei is the new leader, I think the US will have to have some kind of response, and we'll probably find out as soon as we are able to confirm this independently.
Right, Rohit. So, this comes in as a very crucial development because, as you very rightly said, he as well has been sanctioned by the United States. The situation currently in Iran is not one of stability. We already see the entire volatility that mars this particular nation, given the attacks, given the war situation. So at a given point of time like this, how does a leader who comes in to be elected as a successor, that is the father-to-son succession line that we are looking at, how do you think that shall be taken? Because that is also not clearly the way that this particular assembly elects leaders, supreme leaders in Iran. There's an entire process behind it. There's that 88-member assembly that sits down and decides who exactly will be taking over power. Mojtaba Khamenei has not held any official position so far in Iran. So how does the succession, how do you think the succession shall be accepted within Iran itself?
I think, look, I think it will be up to those leaders to explain why, those 88 clerics, to explain to the Iranian people why, his successor is essentially son. Now, that's the first thing, and I think we'll have to wait and watch. I mean, this is pretty breaking news from Iran, so we'll have to wait and watch how it's taken as by the Iranians or accepted by the Iranians. As far as the U.S. is concerned, look, President Trump is a deal maker. If this new leader wants to talk, and I'm assuming there's a back channel, if they think that this is the right thing to do, I think that the US would want those guarantees that the US has been asking and Israel has been asking for a long time. So it'll be interesting to see how, once this becomes official, maybe there could be a speech, a state speech that he goes on television and gives it to the Iranian people, but also addressing the world. So I think we'll have to wait and watch how this all unfolds. But as far as acceptance within Iran is concerned, I think those, that would be left up to the Iranian people. Maybe it's emotional decision. Maybe there is a sense of succession, maybe a figure that comes from within the family that possibly could unite the government that they have in Iran. And maybe that's the reason why he's been selected. But very interesting development indeed, Shreya.
Very true, Rohit. And the possibility of a back-channel conversation right now seems a little bleak, given that the IRGC themselves, that is what reports so far have suggested, viewers, that IRGC themselves have supported Mojtaba Khamenei to become the successor and take up that position as the supreme leader. And the IRGC is in no mood, let us tell you at this point of time, to de-escalate the very situation.